You're gonna scratch me back here.
Este imbécil.
Güey, fucking get it. Every time you shoot that thing.
¿Cómo andan, cabrones?
Good.
¿Cómo andas, mi Junior? ¿Tú, mi gordito? Well, I haven't seen you in so long, güey.
I know,
güey. I haven't seen this fucker in like...
¿Qué?
Puro Stella, güey.
Hey, you heard this fucker with the Stella already?
Hey, wait, I better not hear that shit, please.
No, you won't hear it.
Put it.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah,
Please.
If you want, put an AirPod on or something.
Please, por favor.
I didn't bring my
No quiero tus virgenadas.
No mames.
¿Tú, mi Mikey?
I'm straight.
Todo bien.
Hey, first official guest on the pod.
Yeah.
First official guest. Technically, this was supposed to be episode 3, but since we're not...
Está un poco mugrosa, ¿no?
I cleaned
You
it.
wipe them.
I did clean it. It's like the bleach,
Oh, okay.
like residue.
The chemical, ¿no?
It's the first official guest, technically.
What's this?
Ahorita, no te preocupes. Ya, no te preocupes. No.
Estoy en la escuela.
Este güey.
¿Esta madre qué?
¿Eso qué es?
Tú no te
Son palabras,
preocupes, gordito. ¿Cómo te sientes, no? ¿Cómo te sientes?
Oh, ok, ajá.
¿Cómo te sientes?
¿Bien?
¿Bien? ¿Tú, mi Mikey?
All good.
Chingón.
Chingón.
Está bien, cabrones. ¿Tú, mi Junior?
I'm tired.
Igual de maniac. Oh, no, tan siquiera that's normal. Hey, but let's start off with the first question, pues. Which musical genres would you play at your wedding?
Oh. Fue la corrido.
Espérate, güey, no hables, Junior, porque ya son las mamadas que vas a decir, güey. I want you to be last, güey. Espérate.
I was gonna say anything, güey.
No, I saw your face. That face where you're gonna speak already. Let's start off with Mikey.
Alright, damn. I feel like since it's gonna be like a family setting, it has to be somewhat of something that someone understands, you know? So it has to be more Spanish based, like
Spanish.
maybe banda.
Maybe banda.
Banda, sounds around, right? And no sense, like some classic bangers, like some romantic bangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to know. It's basically, yeah.
I feel like, yeah,
You
I
have
don't
to.
think I would. Oh, no, you know what I told my girl yesterday?
Little baby.
I told her, no. No, I wouldn't actually. No, I wouldn't, no.
You put
I would
your
actually,
fingers?
no. Or maybe, yeah. To
Maybe
dance,
as
yeah.
a surprise dance.
To
no?
dance, yeah. But I would,
Surprise dance?
Oh,
Yeah, there's a surprise dance in the weddings. Oh,
I would put the Andrew Tate's on. The
No,
Stop, yeah.
Yes, I would. I told her, wait. I swear, I was
No,
like,
she said-
I wouldn't put my rap songs, but I would have put the Andrew Tate
I was
song.
fucking. I had to show my playlist.
That fool was listening to it. Well, we were at work the other day.
I know, last time I was in the car with this fucker and he
was
played
playing
it.
it?
I
I was
said,
like,
wait,
no.
it wasn't an edit, his head and shit.
Oh, like those videos?
Yeah.
Those videos where like that fool thinks he's in a fucking edit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it's cabrón.
What a fucker.
Talking about that, what's going on with that nigga? Pinche Andrew Tate.
I don't know, from what I hear, they're just holding that fool like hostage and shit, basically, because there's no proof against him.
Then you might get out.
He might.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they denied his thing.
Well, they keep saying might, maybe, and then that shit never happens.
That's just been months already.
That's just crazy way. That's sad, low key. Like I'm not even just saying because it's Andrew Tate, but like that's low key pretty sad because like, just imagine if it was like just like any other person too, you know, like they just holding you for like whatever reason, no fucking proof of like investigation, you know.
No, the fucking first podcast that comes out when that fool's out, the world's gonna stop waiting. The world's gonna stop waiting.
Wait, we're gonna be the first ones to email that fool. Eh?
No, that's crazy.
We're gonna be on his spam way. We're not gonna be on the fucking inbox way. We're gonna be on his spam.
But that's crazy though. Just because you live like in a other country, they have different rights. Like over here, like if you live in the United States, like I feel like it would be like, you know, like we have a shitty like justice system, but I feel like they'll be like they at least are like, hey, we have no evidence against
Yeah,
you.
even if they're really guilty, like if it's true, but
Yeah.
they don't have evidence, they would have at least let them free until they
That's why
actually.
it says innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
and hopefully they don't try to freaking plan something on that phone.
I know. I feel like that's what's been going on over there. I feel like they've been like threatening him and shit while he's in there, like with a bunch of like fucking cops or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely.
¿Cómo ves, gordito? ¿Cómo
I
ves?
mean, what can he do? He has the best lawyer, no?
I don't
When
know.
it comes to those cases?
I don't know. I don't know who's the best lawyer. Is it the best
The
lawyer?
lady.
Yeah, she's the best lawyer. She's like the best lawyer.
She defended other people, too.
I don't think she's there anymore.
Oh, she's not there no more?
She's-
Oh, then I don't know.
No?
I thought she was still there with them.
Some other food.
Because she couldn't
Oh,
help no
some
more
other
or
guy?
what?
Huh?
It's some other guy? Oh,
Well, she couldn't like help anymore or what?
Maybe
Oh, talking about that week. Oh my god. We're gonna talk about this in the next podcast because I want you guys to watch the movie. Have you guys ever seen the Lego movie?
Yeah, I've seen the Lego movie.
That shit's crazy, huh? That
Like,
shit
everyone-
is crazy. It's literally the Matrix way.
Oh, yeah.
That fool wakes up as a regular Lego, like us, like a regular human, you know. And that fool has the instructions. You know how Legos have instructions? His instructions are to like be happy and live a certain routine every single day of his life.
Yeah.
And he's reading the instructions as he's waking up, like, oh, I gotta get up and change. I gotta get up and smile. I gotta get up and say it's a good day. And when he comes out of his like his little apartment to say it, like all the other Legos say it at the same time.
It's a what day?
Lego movie.
It's a great day or it's a gay day?
Great.
Oh, great day. Oh, I heard gay day.
Never mind. Done.
Fuck, boy, I thought you were gonna actually say something very like finally good, like you were asking.
I know you're gay, but we know that.
Yeah, and then there's actually a Matrix. Like he falls into somewhere and he like touches it, and then like the cops are investigating him. Like, oh, what is that? Like, why did you touch that? Or why did you do that? You're not supposed to do that.
What the
It's
hell? I didn't know
called
that.
crazy.
Crackle, but it's because... Or crackle because crazy glue, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a ZY erase.
But we're gonna. I want you guys to watch it, and we're gonna talk about it next part. All right?
What's it on? Netflix or?
Yeah,
it's on Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
Oh, they're on
Badass. Yeah,
I think so. Or HBO Max.
yeah. It's sick though.
There's a second one too.
Yeah, there's a second one, but I don't know how the second one is. I don't know if it's the same. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
It's like the same thing, kind of much, pretty much. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never watched it, Mikey?
No, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, you guys should watch it. That shit's pretty fucking like crazy, bro. I was telling my girl, I was like, oh, that's the fucking Matrix. I was like, that's me right there. I'm like, fuck, that's me. That's me. I like it. How do you feel returning from retirement, gordito?
Feels good.
Yeah,
A little bit sore, but it's good.
a bit sore.
Yeah, how do you
Yeah,
feel?
I feel good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think
It feels different, no?
I think I didn't expect myself to return from retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know why.
Michael, were you considered in retirement? No, huh? You
You
were considered injured, no?
there's a lot of things going on because I had to stop because of like obviously I was in the hospital for a while, but I mean I guess you could say retirement because I was out for a minute.
Shit. Time out.
You didn't take shit?
Fuck yeah.
Alright. Angelito, hop in.
Where the fuck did I get out? Oh, okay.
Put on my... Yeah, just do that.
Just take on my fucking Crocs.
Pásate por ahí. Ya. Careful with the camera.
Se anda cagando el güey.
Careful with the camera, eh?
Oh my... Ya está empezando este pendejo, hijo. Oh, I guess you did it right.
It's like.
I thought I was gonna fucking... Put the shoes on your bed, güey.
Oh, you thought he was gonna step on
Yeah,
it?
that's what I thought.
No, I know.
Hey, that's
But,
some rock cobija. I like that.
Because the other one got
So no tiene
the
frío.
other one got stained.
No, it's under.
Yeah, but
The other one is under.
But how do you, like, what do you think about retirement?
Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna come back. Like, I don't know why. I had a feeling that I was not really gonna play for until like a long time,
like when you were
which
ruco
kind of
and shit.
sucks, huh?
Like when you were ruco.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, like 25.
wow, we all felt rucos, way. All that day,
But
the
like,
first day
I'm not
back.
gonna lie though, fool. It feels kind of like how would I tell you? Like you know how like when, like I don't know how to explain it. Like it feels like something that you've done for so long and you stop doing it and then you do it again and it feels like it hits different, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like it can be like anything, not only sports, like just something in general, like hanging out with your friends or something like that, you know? Like and now it's like your life feels like good again, you know? Like you feel like you're finally like
You feel refreshed.
yeah. That's how I felt about it, like, and like, wow, I gotta stop saying fucking like. So
But
much.
are you gonna stay at Sunday League or you wanna go back?
I don't think I could be able to go back. I don't see myself going back. That's too
Sunday
much.
League, Sunday League.
Yeah, I mean Sunday League's like
Isn't there like a decent level of Sunday league? Or all
Yeah.
Sunday leagues are bad?
I got invited to like to play. I could play at any given Sunday, but they invited me to play this Sunday. But obviously, since we're already playing somewhere, I can't go.
There is Sunday league teams that compete in kind of like competitive leagues.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they're located. Some used to be located. Well, some used to actually be in Bassett.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's where I got invited.
Yeah.
Some also used to be in Pasadena. My dad used to play over there, and then and they actually pay you per game.
Oh yeah.
Like not a lot, but they'll pay you
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
you know, like $40, $50.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're really that good and they like you, like maybe 100, you know. But yeah, I don't think I would ever go back. I don't think it's possible, and at this point, I feel like it's too much work for me. I would have to like really like focus on getting fit, and like that would like take up like all the free time I have left throughout the day, you know.
What's the difference between work and sacrifice?
The difference is that we're forced to work,
You know?
and sacrifice is like we choose to sacrifice, you know.
Yeah.
Like we have a choice, and that's what like sucks, because like it comes like with everything. Like you can really like or love what you do, but if your family like needs help, or if you're not in the best position like financially, and you know you're still in the working class as we are,
Yeah.
like it's really tough, because you need money for like you need to eat, you need to fucking spend gas, you need to pay insurance, you need to pay rent, you need to like if you have a girl you need to tell out your girl, you know, like all that shit just adds up, fool. Like
Yeah.
even if you don't spend like I won't buy myself clothes, I won't buy myself shoes, I won't buy myself things that I don't need,
Yeah.
bro, it still adds up. Like there's no way you can literally survive or make enough for you to be like, oh, like it's not that bad, you know, like I can keep it this way. And that's what happened to me, bro. Like when I was over there going to OC, when I was playing semi-pro, that's what happened to me. Like I was becoming miserable. Like I was getting like I was always tired. Like I wouldn't sleep enough, or I wouldn't sleep good. Like if I did sleep enough, because I wouldn't wake up that early. I would wake up like around 6, but I would go sleep like at 12 or 1, because that's the time I would get back from driving all the way from Orange County, from Irvine. And then like I was with my girl, and like I was just like I didn't know I was neglecting her, you know. Like I didn't know like shit was going kind of downhill until like shit like happened and it caught up to me, you know. And I was like down, like, and like I feel like that was the best decision I could have ever made, because honestly, like I wouldn't even be like, I would still be doing the same bullshit still right now. Like I'd still be doing like bad, like mentally, and like for her too, because like she was like, what the fuck, like it's not my fault, like what, like there's nothing she can do, you know, if it's on me. Like I would go to her house on the weekend, I would fall asleep. I swear, like it was only an hour I was awake, and I just fall asleep. Like I don't even remember how I would fall asleep. Well, I swear I would just wake up like at 12 like PM or 11 PM or 10 PM. She'd be like, oh, like you gonna go home or what? I was like, what the fuck, like what the fuck happened? Like, and she was,
you kind of feel bad.
yeah, like it was like she was upset, and I was kind of like also like cause I wanted her to understand that I was tired, so I was kind of in like the rejection, you know. I was like, I'm tired, like why are you getting mad, you know, like I'm still here, like, but like I wasn't there, fool, like I was asleep, like
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, like she's just there, and that shit was crazy to me, cause that's why I'm like, fuck, like would have like things gone up to if I just kept that going, you know, like it was just consistent inconsistency,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, when it comes to that, it's very like shitty, because like everything is just one sided. Like,
Yeah.
you could be the best athlete, you could be the fittest athlete, you know. But the thing is, like, if you're lacking something, like in the sense of like how to get there,
Yeah, your life.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard, because
Yeah.
you need direction.
Because it's hard to focus on one thing that you want to do when you have things in the background.
Yeah.
You know, you can't focus on like just anything in general. For like for example, even if it's this podcast, I can't focus on my podcast if I'm like constantly like having problems in my house, or having problems with my mom or my family. Like I'm just like gonna be thinking about that, you know. Like I wouldn't be focused on what we're talking about right now. you know. It's the same thing in a game where like sometimes like maybe like not sometimes, maybe like a few times. It was like 2 maybe times. I don't want to say it was a lot because it wasn't a lot. Like I would like argue with her before my games, and like in my head I would be like, I don't fucking need this shit. Like I'm a player right now. Like I don't want to be fucking thinking about it while I'm in the fucking game. Like, and like I would, like it was true because like I didn't want that shit. You know, like I didn't want to be arguing with her before my game. Like I needed to be focused on my game and not focus on like, oh, what am I gonna tell her after the game, or what am I gonna tell her to make it like the problem go away.
Yeah.
You know. And not that she was the problem, because, I mean, there was problems in my house, too. Like, my mom, like, she always knew, like, what the fuck, like, why are you always tired? Like, why don't you do anything around the house? Like, why aren't you, you know? And, like, she understood, like, oh, I want you to do this, and you're doing this, and you're working, and blah, blah, blah. But, like, it's also, like, when you sacrifice not only, like, you sacrifice everything for, like, you're not going to have a lot of time with your family. You're not going to be a lot, like, you're going to lose a lot of responsibilities for trying to, like, really reach what you want to do, unless you're really like, oh, I don't care, like I'll go one practice and then the next week I won't go, you know, so I can catch up with this. But that puts you behind a lot. It does, like, for real. And I feel like that's why, like, when I got injured and I didn't go anymore, like, and I stopped going, like, I felt better, low-key, like, not because I wasn't going anymore, but because, like, I was actually kind of, like, feeling less tired.
You were catching up.
I was catching up with everything. But, like, everything was already so fucked up that when I was, like, already trying to fix it, it was hard for me. Like, my girl was, like, kind of, like, used to me, like, being asleep, so she wouldn't really talk to me that much when I was over her house. And, like,
that's when you started noticing it.
Yeah, like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, why the fuck is shit like this way? But yeah, fool, it's just... Point is, I don't think I would go back to... Unless I win the lottery. That fool didn't speak the whole time he was here.
Oh, no? I was waiting for you. He kept his ugly ass down here.
I know.
It's okay. Maybe he would have...
He doesn't
Maybe he would have at least said something, but no, he didn't say anything.
say nothing maniac.
Yeah, he didn't say nothing maniac at least.
Oh
my god. Lito, can you check that the bed is not smashing, like, the little black box? Like the one like the one that's connected to the wall? Is it?
No.
Okay.
A bit, but no.
No, it's okay then.
Not for it.
Alright. And that's why I wanted to this is why this topic that you asked me right now, little me. Because I was at let me tell you a story on this past weekend. Yeah, last week that happened. But I was at the gas station with my girl. We were going somewhere. I forgot where we were going. I think we were just going to go get food or something, right? But I needed to go to the gas station. So I went to the Chevron right here by Walmart in the corner. And I saw, like, you know how, like, there's people, like, walking around, like, selling something, like, those little cards with discounts about, like, Burger King, McDonald's, and all that shit. And it was, like, a youngster, and I seen him. And I was in the car, and I was like, fuck, I don't want this fool to ask me, like, you know, because I'm going to be like, oh, no. And I'm going to feel bad, you know, a little bit, because, like, he's young. Like, I can tell he was young. And then I didn't see him anymore because he walked away. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to get out the car now. I'm going to put gas and shit. And, like, I wasn't paying attention. And that fool just, like, comes up to me, like, hey, bro, like, I was running, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't fucking hear a single word he said. But he said, oh, it's for my soccer team. And he was selling the cards.
Like how you were when you used to sell.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, I didn't even ask him about the fucking cards anymore, bro. Like, I literally asked him. I didn't even know his name. I forgot his name. Because that's how, like, I was like, damn. Like, I was in the realization, like, where I was like, fuck. Like, this used to be me. Like, you know, like, I kind of, like, feel for this fool, you know? And I asked him, I was like, oh, like, what do you play? Or he's like, oh, yeah, I go to a high school in L.A., West Adams. I don't know, I never heard of it, but, I mean, I'm pretty sure it exists, you know? And then, my girl searched up, I think, so it does exist. And, he was saying, like, yeah, like, I'm from L.A., and I'm like, what the fuck, like, what are you doing there? He's like, yeah, they just, like, dropped me off here, this program and stuff, and I was kind of like, what the hell?
That's true, though, I heard this.
Yeah.
Story.
But I was kind of thinking about that when he told me. He's like, honestly, like, I'd rather have him be over here than L.A., bro. Because, like, just imagine, like, the things that could, like, potentially happen to him in L.A. that's a little more dangerous, you know? Like, I'm not saying it's the safest place in the world here, you know, because it's not. Nowhere is. But it is, like, a little, more common shit. But back to what I was saying, like, I was asking him, like, oh, like, what position you play? He's like, oh, I'm goalkeeper. I'm like, oh, you good? Or, like, you're all right? He's like, oh, I'm all right, you know? Like, I was like, all right, bro. And then I was just asking him, like, oh, where are your parents at? And he's like, oh, they're at home. And I was like, because it was late, you know, it was on the weekend. So I was like, oh, like, maybe they worked all day and shit, you know? So, of course, going to be home. And I was like, all right. I was in my car. I was like, let me get some cash. Because I always carry, like, cash in my middle console. Like, $20 or, like, $15, like, whatever. Or sometimes I'll just end up accumulating a little bit, like $30, like in just 5s and 10s, because like just in case, you know. And I just got everything I had right then. I gave it to that fool, like $25, and I was like, nah, like don't worry, bro, like I don't need your car, but like here you go. And that fool, like he couldn't believe it, fool. Like I was like, he was like, oh okay, like no, he tapped me up and everything. And I was like, damn, like, and then my girl was like, oh, like that fool reminded you of yourself. And I'm like, yeah, like he did, like, cause like I'm not saying like I fucking had the roughest childhood, cause like. I mean, none of us really did. You know, we're not coming from a third world fucking country, you know. But as like unfortunate, like non fucking wealthy or whatever the fuck, you know. Like I had to when I was like I don't know how old I was. I think I was like 10 or 9 or like 11 or 12. I had to sell fucking chocolates. My mom used to buy me, you know, those little chocolates, the ones that are labeled, the Mexican ones, like the, I don't know what they're called.
Oh, the Reyes?
No. The green and yellow.
The yellow one? I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what they're
called.
called.
Oh, yeah. It's like a cookie, right?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
It was like a little pack of, I think, 12. And my mom would make me stand outside where right here I used to live, right here outside the CVS or like the Superior, and like make me sell them for $1. Or like, yeah, $1. And then people would like be like, oh, okay. Or like, they'd be like, what the fuck? Like, you know? And, like, at that point, I was like, fuck, like, it's just embarrassing. Like, fuck my mom, you know? Like, they give me fucking some chocolates, bro. It's like, fuck. Like, that's not cool, you know? Like, and, like, now I don't blame her for, like, you know? Because, like, now I understand, like, oh, like, we didn't have fucking money like that, you know? Like, and it was just a couple bucks, you know? Like, the $12 I was going to make.
Yeah.
And there was people like that gave me, like, oh, here you go. Like, I don't want the chocolate, but here goes $1, you know? Or some shit like that. And I was like, damn, like, that's like, you know, like that. I'm gonna keep with that. I'm gonna keep that with me for like forever, you know. And that's why when I seen that for like selling, I was like, damn, like I don't care, like I'll help him out, you know.
I feel you. Yeah, for sure. I had an experience like that too. Like I think it was in middle school. I used to carry like a ball, like a soccer ball, and sometimes like obviously like when you don't have the best balls, they do this after a while. And I remember going to this gas station, and then I asked the lady if she could turn on the machine, and she said no, like for the air machine. She said no, like no, I'm not gonna turn it on for you. And then some guy, I remember specifically what he was driving. He was driving a red Mustang, like one of those classic ones. And then he was like, what? He's like, oh, like he overheard it. He was like, no, like turn it on for him. I paid for gas, so you gotta turn it on. And I remember like that was such a like significant moment for me, because I was like, damn, like I don't even know this guy, and then he's over here like going out of his way to confront someone and then also do me a favor. And I remember to that he saw me walking, because back then I used to like walk home, and he gave me a ride home too with his girlfriend, and it was pretty cool. Like
that fool was like Hispanic, Mexican.
I think he was like a mix. Yeah. That fool was just fuck. Yeah.
He still could have got kidnapped.
Nah. I could have.
That fool has always been a dinosaurio.
He's always been tall.
Nah. For that, like looking back at it now, yeah, probably I could have. But no, like
I met that fool. That fool was like fucking on your mom.
I was telling this fool the other day, hey fool, like when you were in preschool, you were like my height, huh?
He was.
Yeah, fool was. Nah, but yeah, like I feel you, bro. Like that shit. I never really, I don't know, like, I had, like, a few experiences, I can say. I remember one time, like, I was kind of, like, because my mom used to send me to the grocery store, and she'd, like, give me, like, money, but, like, she'd just be like, oh, here you go, like, $20 or something like that, you just have to get this, and that. And then, like, one time it was kind of, like, it wasn't enough, and I was like, fuck, like, I told the person, I was like, oh, okay, like, I'm about to leave this, and there was a person behind me. I don't even remember who it was, so I think it was a guy, or a lady, but I think it was more of a guy. And then that fool was like, oh, like, don't worry, like, it's okay, like, I'll pay the rest. And I was like, damn, like, fuck, like, you know, like, shit like that, like, you don't, like, it's not that it's, like, the most, like, oh my god moment, you know. But it's kind of like in the moment you're like, fuck, like, thank God, you know, like that shit could have been really different. Like, what if we needed whatever I was gonna leave, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think, Gordito?
No, I get you guys' stories, but I haven't gone through that.
No.
Instead, I help.
Yeah. I feel like that's still good.
Yeah.
With what I can, obviously, but yeah.
No, yeah, we're not gonna fucking give our whole bank account, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I wish, you know, because sometimes, like that guy on the wheelchair, like...
I've always gave him...
Yeah, I've always given him money every time I
the
see
one
him.
at 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Always.
I almost ran over him the other day.
No, that's weird.
I'm sorry. Sorry, but I almost ran over him. I was going on the wrong side of the road.
I should
So I'm pretty sure he'll get up with somehow.
I'm pretty sure if you talk to that fool, he'll get up with his legs will start working. He'll fuck you up.
No, like he was going on the wrong way,
And you'll have the biggest story of the year, where I swear.
No, cause like let me explain it.
I know what he was doing. He was coming from the purple buildings the opposite way.
Yeah.
He always does that because he gets tired. He told me that he gets tired from doing the circle, so he uses the incline to come down with speed.
What purple building?
Like
the purple buildings right here on Main.
By the adult,
Main, right?
like it's like an
Adult building.
adult center.
The
Is it?
Pack Center?
He uses a bike lane.
But what is it called?
The Pack Center?
The Pack Center.
Yeah, there you go.
He uses a bike lane.
Because you know how it's kind of like going up a little bit? He uses that so he doesn't have to use his hands.
So he just has to slow down.
Yeah, all he has to do is slow down.
So it was late at night and I was going northbound and he was coming southbound on the bike lane. So I almost didn't see him. So.
Damn, I was about to report him to Owen and shit.
But I wouldn't about slam into him.
The only thing is that what he does wrong to me is that he doesn't have lights in his wheel.
Yeah.
And he goes out late. He told me that he stands at over here. I think you were with me that day. He stands at Urapan. He's right there. You know how they close like at 1?
I don't think I was with you that day.
You weren't with me?
No, I don't think so.
Someone was with me when he told me that.
Maybe Junior?
No, it wasn't you. I think it was with Orlando. The day that we went to Superior. And he was behind us. I don't think you remember. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
And then he bought his stuff, no? You bought me a bracelet too?
I bought him. We both bought something. He told me that he stays there in Urapan. So imagine he lives somewhere over here. He goes over to Urapan, and then back at night, he comes over here.
It's crazy, man.
He told me he has a brother though.
You know what I find crazy about him though, bro? Like,
That doesn't stop.
that food works. Like he every day he works. Oh, I don't know about the weekends, but like I've seen him like work a lot. Like, and there's people like that don't want to work.
Like,
you know, like
He does what he can.
But look, that's the difference though, because he doesn't have a choice, you know? But people that have a choice, they choose to be lazy.
like,
They choose to be satisfied. They choose to be comfortable
like,
because there's no necessity. But if certain people grew up different, not the way they grew up, it'd be a completely different story.
Can I touch on that? Because
it'd be a completely different story, and that's what I'm right here. Look, that's what I put right here. How different would things be if we didn't have to suffer as children, and then this is in quotations, work with what we got.
we'd be like him.
yeah,
We'd all be like him.
because I was gonna
This country, my bad, my connect. This country would be fucked way, because we're born here. Like, we're born here, but we grew up as, you know, like Hispanics, Mexicans, like, if we were, like, you know. So, like, just imagine if we weren't even, like, Mexican, we were born here.
Like, just American.
Yeah, just American. Like,
Fuck. Well, I mean,
we wouldn't know a lot of the things we know how to do today.
Nah.
We wouldn't know how to hustle. We wouldn't know what it feels like to wake up early as fuck, you know, like, oh, I don't want to go to work today. We'd be like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed today. That's what would be.
Like,
But what were you saying, Mikey?
I know, I'm good. You can just keep going.
No, it's because I want to hear what you say. That's why.
Sorry to let you already stuff. Yeah.
It went away or what?
Huh?
It went away?
No, I know what I was gonna say, but I mean, it's because you're already talking about.
Yeah. No, what'd you say though? Like, I want to know.
I mean, I wanted to touch on a subject of like how we were talking about how like some people don't want to work even though they have the ability to work, and then how you were talking about how when you were younger, your mom made you sell chocolates in front of the store. I know I had this topic like conversation with my mom or my brother too, like how people like, and like it shouldn't be like this, but like I kind of like don't like when people ask for money when they have the ability to work.
Yeah.
Because some people are like, okay, I barely just got here from like another country, and then there's other people that just want to be like lazy
Bums.
and just want to be like, oh,
Yeah.
like and you have some money. I'm like, no. I'm over here fucking working.
There's one thing. Hey, wait. I'm gonna tell you one thing right now, wait. If you keep it up, wait, I'm gonna make you leave, that ass.
What do you mean?
And I'm gonna fucking expose you on camera, fool, for real.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna ask you to leave, fool. Can you please, like, stop, for real?
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't even doing
I'm asking you, can you please stop?
Okay.
Be a good
Alright.
girl.
I was, this is something my dad taught me, fool. Cause, he's more like religious and shit, you know, he kind of sees it in that type of fucking scene, even though he's kind of like a little maniac, fucking chilango. But, shout out to my dad. Shout out to my dad for getting the milk and going back and getting more milk and coming back with milk and then leaving again for more milk. But yeah, he told me, he's like, honestly, like you know when people are gonna buy drugs, you know, like you know when they're not gonna do, like you know, like you know it, fool.
You could tell.
But like, look, if it comes out of your heart, fool, like to help them out, like try to give them, like, you know, like here's like $5, you know, like get yourself something to eat, you know, like fuck it, like what they choose to do with the money is their choice, you know, like you did your part, fool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I've always like carried with myself, bro. Like I've seen like fucking like raggedy ass people that look like, I'm looking at them like, oh, I know they're gonna ask me for money and I know what they're gonna use it for, but I'm like, you know what, like fuck it, I'll give them $5, you know, like maybe they're hungry.
Yeah.
No, maybe they already used this shit, or maybe they're like actually hungry, you know, or like fucking maybe they just need to fucking do whatever they need to do again, you know.
Yeah.
But like if it comes out of my heart, you know, like I'm like fuck it, like I'm gonna try to help them, you know, whatever. Like it's not my problem anymore, you know. I'm doing my part, and there was only one situation that it happened like I don't know how long ago. It was like a while ago. I didn't have cash, but I had just gone to like 7-Eleven or some shit like that, and I was like stopped. Like I was about to get on the freeway. There's a guy on the freeway asking for money, and I was like, look, bro, I don't got money, but like I just bought like some chips and like I bought like this, and, like I don't know if you want it. And he's like, yeah, bro, like honestly I'm fucking starving, bro. But like you can tell he did drugs and everything, you know. Like you can tell like but like that fool was like literally starving, fool. Like he was like, I need to eat, like, and like he literally got the chips, fool. Like not like in a bad way, but he snatched them from me. Like he was like, fool, and he started eating them, fool. But like not like in a weird way, like in a bad way. Like that fool was like
he's like
he
desperate.
was, he was hungry. Like I was like, damn, like fuck, like, and that to me is like, fuck, like these fools rather spend their fucking money like on a drug because like they're already hooked on it, you know, like, than actually eat.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like for real.
What's the power behind it?
That sucks though. Like that sucks because like I feel like we as people, like in general, like not only us, I feel like we see those people and we're like, oh, that's their fault, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and it's true, it is, but like we rather help somebody that is going through like the littlest of problems. Oh, I'm going through depression. We rather help them than really try to make a change. And be like, why don't we help a fucking guy that's like over here? Like, it's true, no?
Dang, but
It's
depression
true.
is something serious.
It's
though.
not, bro. It's not that serious. People make it a big ass fucking deal, honestly.
It's pretty serious. Bro.
Unless your parents died. Unless your parents died,
Dick.
or like you got your arm chopped off. That's a fucking other. But bro, if you have a regular life, bro, let's say Angelito.
Have you met someone with depression?
I've never met anybody with depression.
Yeah, so you don't really know.
I've never met anybody with depression, but I know exactly what it is.
Look, let me tell you. I'm gonna stop you right there.
All right. Tell me.
I'm not just gonna talk out of my ass and tell you.
No, yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
I'm not. It's the truth, bro. Because it's
Just,
like
yeah.
Depression could happen to you, to anyone, you know.
Yeah.
When you.
Well, I don't think it'll ever happen to me, but yeah.
It did happen to you. Did it not? When you were like going through something.
It's because I don't.
You clearly said you were miserable.
I was miserable, not depressed. I didn't say I was depressed.
But you've been depressed at some point.
No.
You know what depression is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Extreme
When
sadness.
you're not yourself.
No, it's extreme sadness.
Or well, yeah, you're not
Have
yourself.
you not been
I thought
extremely
it was
sad
Angelito,
before?
entonces, no?
No.
You have not been extremely
No,
sad
like,
once in your life.
No. Isn't depression like a
You
long?
believe this,
Isn't depression like a long-term thing?
I mean, I've never been
No,
depressed either.
You see,
Depression?
depression
No,
is a long-term thing.
No, it's not.
It is. I can't be depressed one day, fool. There's no way.
No, but here's the thing.
There you go. You see, it's
Do you
long-term.
have a depression? Have you ever had? Look
I
at-
never had a depression, bro.
Let
Depression?
him talk.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Okay,
nah,
but
nah.
first, before any of this happens, who the fuck did that mamada right there? Look at that shit.
Angelito, can you fix it?
Like I feel like
That's
what you're
Angelito,
saying,
yeah.
what you're headed towards was the right idea,
Mhm.
but you messed up in the middle because there's kids that have gone through shit and they.
Well, that's
Like-
different. Everything
Yeah,
is
we're asking
different.
No, no. I'm gonna jump into this,
Ah,
fuck them
especially
kids.
because you're from there. Look, right here you hear a lot about depression. Yes or no? A lot in the U.S.
Yeah.
Why the fuck don't we hear it in Mexico
Huh?
about depression? Why
Okay.
do you think that in Mexico we don't hear about that?
Just because you don't hear it doesn't mean it doesn't
No,
happen.
espérate, like,
Okay,
but why?
honestly,
No,
Why?
yeah. It's okay.
But
Yeah.
they don't make it that much big of a deal like they do here.
Because it's in your head, fool.
It's in your head, way.
Obviously, it's in your head, but the thing
Pero
is,
it's because you're raised over there a darle, way, without, oh my god, like, oh, I'm gonna lock myself in and I'm gonna lose from everyone. I'm gonna go get stuck in my room and stay there. No way, in Mexico, hey, way, ponte las pilas,
Hey,
let's go.
but
vamos.
let me touch on that.
All
Let
right.
me touch on
Uh-huh.
that. Okay. Valid. That's a valid point.
Mm-hmm.
But what does Mexico show with it? Addictions, alcoholism.
Yeah,
Drugs.
uh-huh.
It's the same thing here in the U.S.
But it's the same thing
No,
here.
Same thing.
No,
If not
the thing
bigger or
is
worse.
that- no, and people die just like here in Mexico. People are dying from liver because of them drinking too much.
Yeah, but it's
Bro,
because
there's people
over
that.
there, that's the bad thing about Mexico too. Like
Bro.
the same thing we have cons
But
here,
okay,
we have
since you're
cons over
very
there.
very okay, you know what they struggle in Mexico with? Because if someone's in the Matrix, it's everyone in Mexico, bro. Because they literally have to work to survive. If you're all about the Matrix, you gotta think about that too. People don't think like us.
Here too. That's the worst
Same
thing.
No,
thing
no.
here.
What you're not getting is over there. They don't know nothing more than get up, work, go to sleep.
Uh-huh.
But it's that's stuck in the Matrix. Over here, that we're somewhat a little bit
Woke.
desviado the Matrix. That opens up your mind. You get me?
Yeah, but that's the old head way of thinking. The new people don't really.
Yeah, because look at any problem that you guys are gonna have, because let's face it, all of us were raised basically here in the United States.
Yeah.
Any problem that we've had, you tell it to your parents, they're gonna be like, "Dick, what the fuck are you bitching about?" Like, am I wrong?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but you're stuck where we are, so you can't blame someone for where we are because someone is raised differently.
But look, everybody has a choice, fool.
No, sometimes you.
Everybody has a choice.
Have you
You
ever-
choose to be depressed.
Yeah,
When you say I'm depressed, who says it? You're choosing to
I
be
agree.
depressed.
I agree. but
Exactly.
No,
So
I
it's
can't-
either
no,
you're
no,
gonna do
but
something
what
about
you're
it,
not
or you're
understand-
gonna stay depressed.
No, but what you're
Depressed,
not-
because
but
I
what-
don't think it's real.
But no,
Well, I mean, it's real, but it's not.
It's a real
that big of
thing.
a deal.
No, no.
But it's
no,
more like,
no. It's because what you're not getting is this.
uh-huh.
Anyone has the right to be like, okay,
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna
anybody.
get out of depression easy,
Uh-huh.
right? But not everyone could get there as easy. So you can't really blame someone for being like, oh, like, who do you have someone that you could talk to?
Like how?
That you
Like
could
how?
say like, damn, dude, I'm fucking going through it. Like,
Like
I
someone,
need someone to be there.
family or friends.
Yeah.
Like, but what would I be going through? Like, just anything?
Like fucking, like the hardest shit you could imagine.
Maybe.
In
like,
Juanito's case, I'm gonna be honest. Juanito is very close, like to himself. He doesn't like.
And I'm
he
pretty
doesn't
sure
like
because of
expressing
that, he
his
holds
things.
a lot of things in his heart that he's never.
I
shared
don't,
with
bro.
anyone.
I swear.
He finds
I
a
don't.
way to let that go.
I
And
don't,
you're
bro. I
very-
swear.
You're very
But
special.
tell
Like,
it
you're-
I don't,
you're
bro. I
blessed.
swear. I swear I don't. Like if anything, like only when I was going through shit with my girl, fool, cause I didn't know what to do. Like I did bounce back on Edgar a little bit, but like I was never like how would I tell you? Like I was never like, fuck. Like how can I say it? Like I didn't stay like in my house,
Mhm.
like, oh, I don't want to go to work today.
You still went about your day?
I fucking like went through my day. I would fucking work out every day. Like I would tell Edgar like today like make me fucking work out, like make me punch something, fool. Like I need to fucking like sock something, like I would just do something with my life, fool.
Yeah.
Like I made that choice like because that's how depression starts, fool.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have never changed. Like I would have like still been like the same person too. Like that's what I'm saying. Everybody has a choice, fool. Like I could have been depressed, you know, like I could have became depressed.
This goes back to the whole like helping someone out that is like asking for help. Okay. At the same time, you gotta think about it. Yes, like the person asking for money, and yes, like the person that isn't depressed, they're both asking for help. And either whether you choose to or not, they still need the help. You get
and
me?
the thing is, look, you can always ask for help, fool.
And so could a person that is
Look,
asking for money go to work?
Yeah. Look, that's what I'm about to say. You can always ask for help. You can always ask for money, but at the end of the day, someone can always give you money. Someone can always give
But
you
you
help.
shouldn't.
Oh, let me finish. Someone can always give you money, and someone can always give you help, but they can only do so much, and it's really up to you. Someone can, like, the whole world can fucking help you.
Yeah.
Like, every single fucking human being in the whole world can help you, but if you don't want to accept the help or use the help good, and you still want to stay in the same place, and you don't, like, see it, like, for what it is, you're going to stay the same forever. Like, you will always, it's, like, literally your choice. Like, you're in control of everything. And I was literally talking about that. I was listening to a podcast. It was Raw Talk, and they were talking about, it was with Vic Blends, and he was talking about, is your world what you see in these four walls? Like in this room, like right now, is this our world?
No.
Exactly. It's not the physical, it's the mental. Like where you see yourself later today, where you see yourself in whatever you want to do, you know, like where you believe you can achieve and stuff like that. And I was thinking about it, I was like, it's that easy, fool. Like you can literally get into your own mind, just like how depression, sadness, and I'm not gonna say bullshit because it's not bullshit, but stuff like that, or little things like when someone tells you or something bothers you 5 seconds of your day, and there's like I don't know how many seconds in a day, like a million or some shit like that, I think, in a day, or I don't know, like things like that, like bro, like there's like bigger things out there, you know.
Obviously, there's always gonna be bigger things.
There's always
But,
bigger things.
This is the thing. I'm not gonna change the way you think, but I am gonna change the way you are knowledgeable about it.
No, yeah. I'm like, I understand what you're saying. For like, I'm not denying what you're saying.
No,
because I get you.
Like what you did wrong is like you could have your own beliefs, right? You could say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, you still have to respect them.
Well, yeah, I mean,
because like the truth is, people have killed themselves. Like kids have killed themselves.
So that's being suicidal, not depressed.
What?
It's a whole different thing.
No, because it's correlated. There's a correlation between depression and suicide.
Now, let me look. I have a topic here because I was just gonna talk about that because we're getting deep into this shit. Look, it says, have you ever dealt with or spoken with someone who needed help, was contemplating suicide, or was going through a difficult time? And I've talked to somebody who I didn't even know who he was. I talked to two people, and one of them I never knew who he was. I never met him ever. I posted something on Instagram. It was like maybe a year ago. And I guess for whatever reason he thought I was doing good. Like he's like, damn, this fool's life is like amazing. And this is not true. And this fool texts me. He replies to my story like, hey bro, I know we don't know each other, but like, can you help me out with something? And I was kind of like, oh, maybe like he wants to play soccer. Because I posted something with soccer, but like, you know. So I was like, oh, maybe like this fool needs help with like soccer stuff or whatever. Yeah. This fool sends me a whole paragraph like, look bro, like my brother just killed himself. My mom has like this type of fucking disease or sickness, and she doesn't remember me sometimes. And like I don't know what to do, like I'm struggling, like I'm thinking of like killing myself. And he's still alive, bro, because not because of me, but because like he took into consideration what I told him. I told him like, look bro, sorry, like shit is like that, like life ain't easy, you know. You gotta enjoy every moment with your mom regardless of what's going on with her, you know, because she can leave in any moment. And I'm sorry to break it to you like that, but it's just a realistic, like it's a fact, you know, like it's realistic. Like something happens to her, she's gone. And I told him like, for your brother, like I'm sorry to say it to you, but like you can't fall into the same thing as him, you know, like don't be weak. Yeah. I told him not that your brother was weak or anything like that, you know, like I don't know him, I don't know you guys, but don't be weak. Like, be stronger than your brother. Be bigger than him. And I told him, like, you just gotta roll with the, like, punches, you know? Like, you gotta do you. You gotta, like, just hang in there. Like, there's no other fucking choice. You're alive for a reason, you know? Like, you gotta take care of your mom. And maybe I'm skipping something because I forgot. It's been so long ago. And he's like, you know what? Like, yeah, bro. Like, thanks. Like, appreciate it. You know, like, I know you didn't even know me, you know, and shit. And you know, like, hopefully we can hang out one day and like be homies. And that fool still follows me, and I follow him on Instagram. And I haven't seen him post in a while, but I know like he's still like there, you know, like I can just like feel it, you know. And I was thinking the other day because I was remembering this shit when I was typing this shit out. Like, I kind of want to text him, you know, see how he's doing. And bro, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody has a choice, fool. And yeah, you're right. People like I want to say like as of right now, like Ukraine, you know, some people don't have a choice, you know, or like as in for Mexico, you know, cartels and stuff, people don't have a choice. But I'm talking about like where you want to be mentally, it is a choice, not physically, because you're talking about where you are physically, you know. Obviously, like if I have a fucking broken leg, I'm not gonna be looking like fucking The Rock, big ass fuck, you know, like buff as hell if I have a broken ass leg or I have my legs fucked up. But where you are mentally is where it matters, because I can be, like, for example, like the kids in Brazil, the kids like in, I don't want to be like fucking racist, you know, in Africa, or like the kids in like third world countries, bro, they don't have shoes.
Like
They don't have a lot of kids, yeah. I mean, a lot of kids. They don't have a lot of like stuff, you know.
They're not for.
But, bro, like I've seen them like play. I've seen them like enjoy life. Like if they were living in Dubai, fool. Like if they were living here, like where everything's like perfectly fine. And they enjoy their life, bro, because it's in their head. Like, they're like, this is my world. Like, my head is like this. Like, I love this, you know?
Yeah.
Even if, like, their fucking house is, like, breaking down, like, fucking leaks on the roof. Like, their roof is, like, made out of fucking cardboard. And, like, the balls they have is, like, made out of mud, plastic bag, and rubber bands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. Like, I remember, like, I was growing up, like, I had one ball only, fool. And it was like kind of fucked up, like you said. And I would be like, I want like 10, bro. And like they're like, oh, I'm good with this fucking mud and fucking plastic bag and rubber bands, you know. And that shit's crazy, fool, because all that shit is connected, fool. Honestly, all that shit is connected. Like, cause depression can lead to suicidal thoughts, and it's just like a whole fucking cycle, you know. Cause your circumstance, your mental state, what you think about yourself, what you choose, it's crazy. Cause honestly, fool, like there's been a lot of times where like I could have been like, I'm gonna choose to be sad, I'm gonna choose to be fucking depressed, I'm gonna think about eventually killing myself, you know, fuck my family. Like, I had some shit that like I've gone through, like not in the most extreme situations, obviously, but like where most people would be like, I'm gonna fold, I'm gonna break, you know. And I feel like that's why I'm telling you, like, it's a choice. Yeah. Mentally, you know.
I feel that.
Mentally, bro. Like,
I just feel like, obviously, like, since you're not, like, for example, you're not the same as Angelito, right?
Oh yeah, we're all different, bro.
We're all different.
We're all different. We're all built different.
We are.
You know what I'm saying?
Just,
like, you can take, like, let's say, like, let's put it like this. Maybe, as an example, physically, right? Maybe, and then this affects mental as well, right? Maybe you can take like 30 punches, and I could take like 40. You know?
I'm telling you this from the perspective of as a person that could take punches. You know, I'm a person that, like, yes, I'll be sad as fuck one day, and then one day I'll be okay. You know, but from a perspective that I've seen people like, and sometimes there's no cause and effect. You know, to someone's depression. There's no,
yeah, it's just random.
It's just like something you can't help.
Well, they're
bipolar.
Besides the fact of that, in my opinion, what I think that could help people, because there's this other guy that I was talking about, and he knows him, that he wanted to be, he was considering suicide, and they got him and all this shit, and I was telling him, he's like, I was like, what happened? And he's like, well, they got me and they sent me to the mental hospital, and I was like, bro, what happened? Like, why'd you want to do it? Like, why'd you have that thought? And he's like, well, I'm just lonely. And I told him, bro, like, like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, bro, like, I see everybody with their girlfriends, you know, Valentine's Day's coming. Like, I want a girl. And I told him, I was like, you never had a girl? He's like, yeah, I used to have a girl, like, for, like, a good, like, year and a half or some shit like that. And I was like, what happened, bro? And he's like, well, that shit just fell off, you know, like, it's done for.
Like, look at
and
that's
hold on. Let me speak. Let me speak though.
Told me that
you see how you're not justifying his reason to be fucking suicidal. No. That's exactly the same way. Hold on though. Let me finish my story though. Let me finish.
He told me that girl was from Canada, but they were dating online.
Okay, but hold on. Let me finish the story, right? And I told him, I was like, shut up, nigga, because you're the fucking same, little bitch. Shut the fuck up. Fucking virgin.
Let's go.
Anyways. I told him, I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, Canada. Look, people come in your life, people leave your life for a reason. I was like, look, if you're not in the best circumstance, if you're not in the best state mentally or even physically, like, what makes you think you deserve a girl? Like, what makes you think that you can be fucked up and she's gonna be ready for you and you're gonna be fucked up and treated like shit? He's like, damn, like, you know what, like that's kind of true. I told him, I was like, it's like, I don't know if it's kind of a shitty example, but this is what I told him. I was like, it's kind of like a knife and a piece of meat, you know? Yeah. Like, how is a knife that's not sharpened gonna cut good through a piece of meat, you know? Like, the cut's gonna be like, it's gonna cut, you know? A knife is gonna cut a piece of meat, but it's not gonna be as precise, not gonna be as smooth, as slick as a sharpened knife would. I told him, and you're the knife. You gotta sharpen yourself, bro. Yeah. And he looked at me, he was like, you know what, like, you're right, and shit. And like a few weeks later, he ended up texting me like a little bit again. He's like, hey, bro, like, I don't feel good, like I'm overthinking. And I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck? I was kind of like, what the fuck, you know? Like, I told him, like, look, bro, like, just get the fuck out of your head. Things are gonna be worse, and things can always be better. So, like, just chill, stay busy, do something. And if you can't do nothing, then oh well, like, you gotta deal with it. All right? And he's like, all right, whatever, you know? And like, he was chilling. But that's what I'm saying, like, people just get into their own head, fool. People just start overthinking shit. People just don't understand. Like, they think because they don't have everything they want, or things aren't going the way they want them to be, like, it's a reason to be like, my life is not, like, worth it. My life is not as good as that person. You know, my life is like, what the fuck? Why is it happening to me? Like, and it should be more like, yeah, why is it happening to you? You question yourself, it's fine. But it should be more like, it's happening to me because I need to get stronger, you know? Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it took me a while to understand that too, because then there was a lot of shit that would happen to me. For like, when my mom and my dad separated, I was like, damn, like, what the fuck? Like, I see this shit in the movies, you know? Like, I see this shit, like, I never thought that shit would happen. And I was young, I was like, why the fuck is it happening to me? Like, I want my parents to be together, you know? But it was like, it's adult shit, you know? Like, my dad was always an alcoholic, and my mom was always, like, struggling to work. And, like, you know, my dad would waste all his money on fucking beer and shit, partying, going out and shit. Well, not partying, but like, more kicking back with his homies.
How
and
did
shit,
that, like, make you feel?
Bro, that shit was horrible, because I hated my mom for, like, the longest time. Yeah. I hated her, bro. I thought, like, she separated me from my father, you know, because I was the only, like, male subject that I would look up to, you know, like, that fool. Like, my dad was my idol, you know, like, my dad was the one that taught me, like, everything, like, from, like, how to play soccer, and he would tell me, like just a bunch of stuff, you know, like, having a father, and then, like, me thinking, like, damn, I'm gonna grow up with him, you know, like, he's gonna grow old, and I'm gonna grow older and younger, you know, I'm gonna take care of him, blah, blah. And then, like, it was taken away from me, you know, and I was like, fuck, like, who do I speak? Like, I wasn't close to my mom at that time. My sisters were, like, young. Like, my older sister was a little older than me. My younger sister was still, like, kind of like a baby. I was like, damn, like, what do I do? Like, and then I just remember the only thing doing was, like, still, like, doing what I was supposed to be doing. Like, with the example my dad had said me, like, you know what, like, if you want to do something, then just, like, keep doing it. Like, you always got to find a way. Like, if you really want to do something, you're going to do it. And, like, I would just always kept playing soccer, like, and he wasn't there, you know? Yeah. So, like, that shit, like, to sound, like, cringe or, like, kind of, like, corny, that shit saved my life, you know?
You just said the solution to all this. You just said it. Right now, the solution to all this depression, suicidal thoughts, whatever. If you don't have a good leadership behind you that teaches you, you're always gonna fall there.
So you're fucked.
You need someone. Moms and fathers are strong. Single parents is what I mean. Just depends on the leadership that you grow with. Your dad was a good leader.
Mentality is.
But it's because you get that from your parents.
No, wait up. Mentality shapes you. Like, the way you grow up shapes you, bro. Because, like, you know, I was talking to one of the aides at my class, like, and we were talking about how, like, a lot of people like grow up differently because of like things they did in the youth, you know. Like, fortunately for us, like, we grew up like playing soccer, you know. We found something to distract us and to like, yeah, it's just a ball, we kick a ball, but we learned a lot from it, you know. It distracted us, it kept us from the streets, even though we're like not the worst place, but where it's heavily influenced by drugs and like gangs, you know.
Yeah.
So the way you're shaped is very important, especially because I know people that their moms were fucking drug addicts, their dads were also drug addicts, and like they fell into drugs as well, and then their parents were okay with them doing drugs in front of them.
Have you guys ever heard that shit?
That's called neglect.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, because if the parent is in their own world, then they're not necessarily.
They're getting neglected.
They're being neglected, but at the same time, it's not on purpose, you know? It's just that they're just so fucked mentally that they're just like.
But then that's when your character should come out.
No, that's the thing.
Real character.
It's because you've seen drug people, right?
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
Bro, they're fucked, right? There's no reasoning behind anything they do.
This is why.
No, I know. No, but what I mean is like your character. Like let's
that's
say the
why
parents
I'm
are
telling
like
you.
that.
That's why I'm saying, if you don't have that character to start off with, how do you get there?
No, but
this
your inner character.
Hold on. This is what I was about to say. Like, okay, for me, example, right? My mom has always smoked. She never smoked when she was like pregnant with us. She admitted that I smoked, but I never smoked or drank when you guys were like in my stomach. I swear, and I believe her, cause she stopped smoking for like almost 10 years, but she got back to it because, like, you know, like she got old and like she needed something to calm her down, you know, and just got back to it, you know. And I heard something when I was young. I remember still in school. I don't know if you guys ever remember this shit, that they would always teach us about nicotine and shit. And they would always say 80% of the parents that smoke, their children are meant or like how do you say like that word? Bound to smoke. And I heard that shit and I was like,
fuck that,
like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, these fools are stupid. Like, you think I'm gonna fucking smoke a cigarette and shit? Like, that shit got to my head, bro. I was like, they're literally telling you, like, a fact, supposedly, of them. Like, they're coming up with this bullshit, and they're telling you, if your parent smokes, you're gonna smoke.
Yeah.
So they're putting that in your head already. So what do you think as a fucking 11, 12, 13, 14, even 15-year-old, you're gonna think, I'm gonna end up smoking. So when you grab a cigarette, when you end up fucking to smoke, it's okay, I was meant to because my parents smoked.
Okay, but then that's why everything falls as what we already know. What the hell are they teaching you?
But that's why I feel like I was always different, fool, because when I heard that shit, I was like, I'm not gonna fucking do that stupid shit.
They would say that, but then they would also have like the Red Ribbon Week, remember?
Yeah. But then I'd be
like something right here,
bro. I'd be like, what the fuck, like, and like I'm not saying like I blame my fucking father and my mother like for doing what they have. No, bro. Like, I don't. That goes into effect too. Like, you don't know everything that your parents been through, bro. You don't know. I don't know anything about what they've been.
Not fucking 10th.
Like, maybe like one or two stories, you know, the ones that they like really remember a little bit here and there, but they never tell you like, like I don't know, like just something, you know, like they're not gonna tell you.
My dad, when his dad died, I wasn't born yet, but that was never told me his name, never told me nothing about him. Like, I don't know, like,
bro, a reason.
My dad, my grandpa, my dad's dad, that fool died when my dad was 13, fool.
Yeah, my dad was 13.
Oh,
and my dad's been drinking since, fool. You know? My dad's been drinking since. That's why that he's an alcoholic, bro. Like, I'm just gonna accept it, you know. Like, obviously, I would rather have him save himself, you know. I don't want him to be an alcoholic.
How's your dad right now?
That was chilling. That was here.
Really?
Yeah.
That fool came?
Yeah, that was here. That fool came on Monday.
Can you bring him?
But, yeah. Yeah, that fool's chilling. That fool's gonna go to my game on Sunday.
Oh, he's gonna go?
Yeah, he's gonna go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We gotta go out.
Shout out to my pops, but
Shout out to El Juan.
That was El Juan. You know El Juan? That fool looks like El Juan. He hasn't seen him yet, huh?
No, he hasn't seen
If you see me like, oh, that's El Juan. Yeah, it's El Juan. But bro, that shit like literally like all this shit goes into hand and like everything I put on this paper, bro. Cause now, okay, right? Let's say people are depressed, people are suicidal, people are this, people are that, right?
Mm-hmm.
People reach out for help.
Me personally.
Wait. Sorry.
Can I say something? Me personally, if I knew someone was gonna like going through depression and they were contemplating suicide, I would not let that happen. Like I would try my best to like be like, nigga, like try to get out of this.
There you go.
Well,
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
No, let me finish. That's bro. Like, wow, you gotta keep in mind some people already fucking heard this shit. This same fucking story so many times. That shit's gonna get better. Shit's gonna be better. Shit's gonna be better. To the point where it's like.
But
bro,
the thing is, look, you can't fucking give false hopes, fool. You can't sugarcoat shit. You can never.
No. Well, obviously, no.
I don't think I've ever said that to somebody before. I never said it's gonna get better. I never fucking told nobody. I always tell them what's realistic. I'm like, look, bro, it sucks, but you gotta deal with that shit. Like, that's just the way it is.
The thing is that look at here to simplify things and just wrap everything and put it into a bow, bro. Here's the thing. As much as you want to say something isn't real, and as much as you do want to say something like is real, the thing is that it's out there, bro. Like, I feel just because if it's out there, you have to respect it.
It's real, yeah.
It's real. You can't say that something's not serious.
No, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, for sure. Of course.
That's my only thing. Like, look at my thing is that this, bro. You could have your belief system. It's okay. You could believe whatever you want. It's okay. But just put respect on something that is out there. That's
why I'm here, fool. That's why I made this fucking podcast, fool. Yeah. That's why I'm talking, because whoever's watching this shit, fool, like, it's hard, and sometimes it's not that hard, and sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes you don't have help. Sometimes you're alone, and it goes back to everything, fool. Tell me, Mikey. Were you born alone?
Obviously not.
No, were you born alone?
By yourself.
Were you born by yourself?
I said no.
Okay. Yeah. No, yeah, you were. You were born alone. Everyone was born alone. So if you come into this world alone, why is it that you feel lonely?
Oh, you mean did I come out of?
Yes, you came out of the womb alone, right?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Unless you're a twin,
I wasn't born alone.
That's different.
Obviously, my mom was.
No.
Well, yeah, dude.
This one just thinks he spawned or was.
No, you think. No, way you said it.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say.
Did he say like
the way you say it, he probably meant like, oh, were you raised alone?
No, I said were you born. I didn't say raised.
Born alone?
No, I didn't say raised. I said were you born alone.
You made it seem like that.
Okay, my bad. My point is, were you born alone?
I was like, what the fuck?
Each and every one of us was born alone, fool. You come to this world alone.
And die alone.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I was going back to what you were saying. Look, people will reach out for help. You know, there's people that will reach out for help on the internet, on here, blah blah. People talk about
it. They should. I'm not neglecting the fact that they should ask for help.
Maybe each and every one of us here will help that person, but then there's that percentage of people that will be like, "Fuck that. That's not my problem." And that's where it goes to this. Look, why do people prefer negativity to positivity, and why is there so much hatred on the internet? Bro, you see so much fucking hate on the internet, bro. Like, it's crazy. Bro, you see somebody post their fucking outfit. You know, that's the way they dress. Sometimes it's a little trash, you know. Like, we're regulars, fool. We talk shit.
Nah, there's no highlights out there. Like
no. That's what I'm saying. Look, that's what I'm saying, bro. Chill. Like, we're regulars. We talk shit. We judge. You know, we're regular. We're not perfect. But there is shit, like, out there that, bro, like, that fucker will read that comment and he'll be like, damn, like, you know, like, I shouldn't be myself no more. I gotta satisfy this person's shit, you know, like, maybe they're right. Yeah.
She's like, these fits are fire, and then they put, like, dumb shit.
Yeah, bro. And, like, you'll read the comments, you'll laugh, you'll like some, you know, because they're true, you know, whatever. But then there's, like, the bigger picture, you know, like, how many videos, how many comments until this fucking guy's like, damn, like it's getting to me, you know?
Yeah.
Like how many more times do you have to comment, bro?
Yeah.
Like how many more like fucking hate comments? Like why can't it just be like, you know what, bro? Like, you know, you're being yourself. You know, like you don't even gotta follow the guy, bro. Like people just follow people just to hate, bro. Like just to look at their shit every day and be like, you know, like fuck, I hate this nigga, but I'm gonna follow him, you know, cause like I wanna see his shit. Like I wanna talk on his name, you know.
Like, you know who Kai Cenat is?
Kai Cenat, yeah.
Dude, he posted on Twitter like 2 days ago. He was like, "Oh, the reveal of my documentary," and then the comments is just pure hate comments.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, and then people will comment something positive like, "Damn, bro, like you really made it," and they'll be like, "Why you dick riding them?"
Yeah, that's what they say. Why you dick riding?
Why you kissing ass? Like why you want to be different? And it's not even about that, bro. Like it's just like
congratulate.
Yeah, bro. Like it's like if one of us makes it, bro. Like
we're giving him props.
I'm like that.
Honestly, like, could I say something? I'm always been a person. I don't know why, but obviously, like we all see things, and we all are natural. We all hate at some point.
Yeah.
We all like
temporary.
I don't think it should be expressed publicly. Maybe amongst friends, if the max.
Bro, that's what I always say, bro. Look, like I've always told Angelito, the fool thinks like I talk shit to him because I don't give a fuck about him. But bro, like if I really didn't give a fuck about him, I wouldn't talk shit about him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's my homie. That's why I talk shit to him,
yeah.
And I tell him in his face, bro. I never fucking go behind Edgar's back and I'll be like, or if I do tell Edgar first, then I'll go and I'll tell him.
That's fucking snake activity.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
like that's what people are. That's what people are, bro. Like they want to hide. Like someone on the internet, like bro. Shout out to this fucking guy. Shout out to this fucking guy that commented on her fucking Instagram. Shout out to this fucking guy, bro. I don't know who he is. I don't know. Don't fucking say his name.
No.
Shout out to this fucking guy.
Okay, but who is he?
Bro, I don't know who he is, bro. I literally don't know. Bro, I haven't posted a single fucking video, bro. This guy's like, bro, fucking delete this shit.
That's pretty sick, though.
I was like, bro, this is the first fucking comment I get. I'm like, that's fucking sick. Like, I swear. I was happy. Ask Edgar. I was at work. I was like, let's go. We got our first hate comment. I swear, Junior. They were there, bro. I was like, let's go.
That's
like,
our spark.
That's like, to me, that's like, thanks for like keeping up with me, you know, like I see you like checking up on me, bro.
They got mad that we didn't post shit.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, bro, I don't even know this guy, or maybe he means it in a positive way. I don't know, bro. Like it's a message, you know, like it's a text message. You don't know how the text message is coming through. You know, you read through the phone. It's something different. Maybe he wants me to post something. Maybe he wants to watch one of our videos. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to this guy, bro, because like, people will say something on the internet. People will type something on the internet, and when they're in person, it's a whole different story, bro.
Yeah.
It's a whole completely different story. Someone could flash money. Someone could like fucking flash cars. Someone could fucking make it seem like their life is the most happiest fucking thing in the world. And then you meet them in person. It could be with their boyfriend, girlfriend, and they're like fighting, they're arguing, and then like they're always looking like they're fucking like not doing okay, you know. And it's crazy, fool, because that's where all that positivity and negativity comes from. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not even what people put out there, but it's what like you as a person put on there, and you're like, this is what I'm gonna represent myself, and this is when I'm in person, I'm gonna just like be myself. Yeah. You know?
Where do you think negativity stems from?
I think it's just like you wanna picture yourself to be better than other people. You see people's lives and you're like, damn, they must be doing good, and it's not true, bro. No one's doing fucking good.
Or sometimes it comes in the sense of like people that think that are better than you.
Yeah, like you think like, damn, that fool's better than me. Like I gotta do something that's gonna make me look like on his level or a little more or around there. You know, like I don't want to be left behind. Yeah. And like really to finish off this fucking pod. That's why I put this fucking quote here, bro. Yeah. It says, compare yourself to who you were yesterday and not who someone else is today. And
by Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, by Jordan Peterson. I was listening to him the other day. A little bit of talking. And that shit's crazy, bro, because it's true. Like, even myself, bro, I be working, you know, I work and I'm fucking, you know, like working my ass off and shit. And I'm like, why can't I be fortunate? Why can't I, like, not work? Why can't I just be fucking, like, shitting money?
Like Elon Musk?
Yeah, like, why can't I just be like this person? Or, like, everybody does that at some point, you know?
But, you know, even the rich people struggle.
Yeah, and that's where he said, too. He's like, you think that this guy going down fucking down the street in his convertible Porsche is doing okay because he's going fast and shit. And you're walking down the street and looking at him like, damn, that's a lucky guy. It's not true. You never know. What if this fool's thinking of just fucking crashing into the next cement pillar, you know, and killing himself? And like that's what sometimes maybe even though everybody's human, you know, so nothing is fair, you know, because people. Have you ever heard that shit where like I think it was one time Kim Kardashian was like, damn, like I'm going through a lot of shit or something like that, and they were like, you're rich, you don't deserve to be sad, you don't deserve to fucking have depression, you don't deserve to have like feelings, and that sucks, bro, because it's true. Like people really think that way, like, oh, you're rich, like you have everything, why the fuck are you unhappy, why are you saying you have problems? Yeah. And that's what he said, like successful people, busy people have so many responsibilities, have so many people depending on them, have so many things going on that the typical person will break. And those are his words, like they're not mine, those are his, like that's what he said. And I was like, damn, like that's kind of true. Like I already have like a little bit of the responsibilities that I have, you know, like they're not even, oh my god, they're a big deal, like someone's depending on me to fucking give them a paycheck, this fucking company's not depending on me, and I'm fucking like oh my god, I'm tired, fuck, like I don't want to do shit no more. Bro, imagine like those people that work every fucking single day of their lives, consistently like taking care of people, like making sure things are going right, company, sales, etc. Everything, bro. Like that shit's crazy, bro. Like people really think like being rich, being fucking successful is easy, and it's not. Like, and I'm not even saying because I'm saying I'm successful and shit. I'm not, but I know like it's never gonna be easy. Nothing in life is easy. Even the simplest things, bro. Even the simplest things. Even just like, let's say the speeding, bro. As it is, speeding is like hard. Like, like not speeding. Like you want to speed. Yeah. Okay. You want to speed. You want to go fast.
Okay, so driving the speed limit is hard. No?
Yeah, like that's simple. Yeah. Like you gotta follow like a number. Like you just gotta go 45 miles an hour. What do you go? 50, 55, almost 60. Maybe if you're in a rush, 70. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like that's so fucking crazy. The simplest fucking tasks are always the hardest thing. Yeah. You know? That shit's fucking crazy.
Our mentality. Yeah. It's like Biggie Small said. I like how this verse. It's Biggie Small says more money, more problems.
More money, more problems.
And then Drake said more money, more problems. Bring on the problems.
Yeah. And then there's another one that says Future says more money, more problems, more guns, more violence. Yeah. And then that's where I got that. Also, the little thing that I just said about when you came in this world, he came alone, right? And then Lil Baby says, how can I feel lonely? It says, if I came in this world, how can I feel lonely? Like, it's true. Like, you came in this world, you're born alone, bro. Like, you don't come with, oh, this guy came with me, I gotta fucking rely on him. You know, you come alone, dude. Like, that's just the way it is. You're always gonna be alone, fool. Even at the end of the day, bro, like, how can I say this shit, like, briefly, like, you, like, me and with Edgar, right? When I was going through that shit, I literally relied on Edgar, on Junior, you know, a little bit, on his girl, too. But I would come home, right, and who was home with me? Like, Edgar wouldn't come home with me. Yeah. Junior wouldn't come home with me. Destiny wouldn't come home with me. They wouldn't sleep with me. They weren't there, like, sleeping next to me, like, hey, are you still okay? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, like, yeah, my mom was there. My mom talked to me a little bit, but, like, my mom was busy. Fool. I can't give her more problems. Yeah. You know, my sister's the same thing. My sister and my mom are, like, literally, they work all fucking day like me now, you know? Yeah. And my sister, she don't really get it yet, you know? Like, she's still growing up. Like, she just had her first breakup. My little sister.
Oh, she already broke up with the man?
She had her first breakup.
When was this? How old is she?
Like, a week ago. She's gonna be 18 in June. 17.
Oh. No, man.
Yeah, bro. At first, I was kind of like...
How should we react to it?
I was kind of happy, like not in the sense because
No,
I had nothing against the guy, nothing against her, but I was kind of happy because like she had to experience something like that, bro. Like she has to. It's her first breakup. She has to experience heartbreak in order for like the next one. You know what? Like I know what to expect. I know how to handle things better. It's her first actual relationship, you know. But yeah.
Also, it helps her like.
What about your older sister? Has she broken up or not?
Ashley?
Wait, the oldest one or my second oldest sister?
Yeah, he has two older ones.
I have two older sisters.
Oh, well, what about Ashley? She's her, youngest or youngest? I mean,
hey, we gotta advertise that they don't here. We gotta be like, hey, tenemos un GT.
Hey, if you guys haven't, if you haven't, no, for free, wait. For free. If you guys are ever looking for, by the way, this is a paid partnership, you know. If you guys are ever looking for some, like, you know, reliable source or someone that has connections and
into politics
and kind of annoying if you have nothing really to do and you want someone kind of bugging you half the day. Just hit us up, email. I have my email on the YouTube, and we'll get in contact with you guys and Angelito, and we'll make it happen. He doesn't work, so he has nothing to do, and he has all the time in the world.
And he likes tacuachitas, so.
And he likes tacuachitas.
And he supports the LGBT community.
Yep. He supports
the mags.
Because he partakes in it too.
And he doesn't have he's not picky with pronouns. He likes them as they, them, he, she.
They trans too?
Oh, no. Alright, well, I'm gonna wrap up this podcast here, episode 2. If you guys stayed up to this part in the pod, thanks so much, and thanks Mikey for showing up today.
For sure.
Good talk, and thanks for coming, guys. Pinche Junior, I know you didn't talk a lot, but thanks for still showing up, cabron. And thank you, Orito, and yep, that's by the way. No sé, verga. What time is it, cabrones? Puta madre, go to work right now at 9:45.
It's already about to be 9:30.
It's 9:50.